to share this broadcast. Do take the minute and share the broadcast. It's very important. I was trying to do something earlier on, but the broadcast wasn't allowing me. So I have the pleasure in telling you a very good news. Many of you who are following us will have recalled that we initially had a lady that were a young girl that we're trying to help that's been stuck in Iraq for a number of months. I think over a year or so, if I correct. But she will give us the information. I have the pleasure in saying to you that she is freed, and we're going to give you the details of how that has happened. So we want to share this great news with you all. We want to share the great news with you all. Grace is free, and we are going to bring her on this show sometime next week. We're going to bring her on this show sometime next week. The plan is to invite. There's a lot of people that we have to thank. We have to thank a lot of people for making it possible to free Aisha. So you will see, back a few months ago, we were trying to get her, get a lot of information about her, and get raise donations. And we are so proud to say that many people they listened in, they donated. There are so many names I'm going to be mentioning, and I'll be talking about on the day sometime next week. I've just spoken to her, and we spoke at length. She is back on the African soil, a free woman. So, oh wow, wow. I just want to acknowledge that. That is awesome, awesome news. And I wanted us to know that. So we're going to be talking to her, and I want you all to be aware of that. This is such good news, and I cannot wait to share this with as many people as possible. When you're getting this broadcast, do me a favor, share it. Yes, just share this great news, and this shows us what we can do when we come together and we work together. It is really awesome news. I want to thank Bantu Queen. I want to thank Verna May. I want to thank, there are so many people that I want to thank. I want to thank Yaz. I want to thank everybody who donated. This is a repost. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is Linda Jackson. Linda, yes. Linda, I want to thank you also. Linda is one of our moderators on TikTok. She's been supporting what we're doing. This is awesome. Great news. Yes, like I said, we did it. Collectively, we did this. Just click on share. Share to your friends. You can click on repost on YouTube. I'm going to come on TikTok and talk about it later on. But I just couldn't help but come on YouTube and talk about this first, because it is so important. It is really important that we bring this to everybody's attention, that we have managed to get the young lady, Grace. I'll give you her real name. I spoke to her today. She's doing fantastic. She is awesome. So it is so awesome. This is what we can do in Africa. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I was trying to do the broadcast, multi-broadcast, simultaneous on TikTok. I had some problems, but I haven't got I won't be able to do the full broadcast. I'm going to do this all again on TikTok, or I may repost this on TikTok, one of the two. But there are people that I want to thank. I want to thank so many people. As I speak to you, it is such a pleasure. I spoke to Grace, and not her real name, but next week we will come and we will give you her real name, and she will be on the broadcast with us, and she can tell us what she went through. She is now in Ghana as I speak. I want to thank Miss Linda LJ. I want to thank Queen Verna. I want to thank Queen Linda, Queen Verna, Bantu Queen. I want to thank Yaz. I want to thank Emmanuel. I want to thank everybody, every single person that posted the video, that joined the broadcast, that shared the broadcast about the plight of Grace. We call her Grace, but that's not her real name. But we were trying to protect her because we didn't want anything to happen to her while she was still in Iraq. Now, finally, she was out. I have been away for a good few weeks, so I wasn't able to do anything. I wasn't able to say anything, because I've been unwell. So, but I spoke to her today. I got in touch. I established contact with her today, and it turns out that she is now free. And I spoke to her. In fact, we spoke at length, and I am so touched. And I'm so, this shows us what, like I said, I keep saying it. This shows us what we can achieve when we all put our minds together. This shows us the possibilities that we can achieve. Thank you very much, Linda Jackson. Pursue it, repost. Please, as you're watching, give us thumbs up on the broadcast, share. The work we did has saved an African woman from continuous enslavement in Iraq. This is the work, no mean feat at all. All thanks to the effort of many of you that joined us, that shared our broadcast, that made many people aware of what we were doing and be able to and shared it. This is awesome news. We did it. This platform, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. On this platform, on this day, we were able to say the efforts, thanks to your efforts, donations were made by many people, Verna May and many others who watched on a live broadcast our plans, our plight, who are very keen to help fellow Africans. And this is the message that I want to send to you on this broadcast is this. As an African, I want you to know that you have the power to make the change. You have the power to improve the lives of fellow Africans. People who are watching us on TikTok and on YouTube and on Facebook, and they donated in their thousands with the money. She needed money for the flight. We got the whole money, all about 800 to 900. I think it was, $1,000 we needed. And that money was donated from this platform. So, hi, forever together. So this is awesome news. This is fantastic news. Please, I want you to share it to everybody that you know. Let us reach more people. Aisha, like I said, anyway, that's her name now. Anyway, I've let the cat out of the bag. She's going to join us. We know her as Grace because we were trying to protect her at the time. We were trying to protect her while she was still in captivity in Iraq. Like I said, many people are not aware of this. There are thousands of African women who are enslaved in Arab countries, in Iran, in Iraq, in Saudi Arabia, even in Yemen, and even in Palestine. There are many African women, and in Lebanon, many African women are enslaved. So when we started doing, this came about, I was doing a live show on TikTok and on Citizen AY. And we had somebody called in, and her name was Grace. And she was talking to us about, she's really keen to help. Then as I spoke to her afterwards, I said, let's talk after the show. We started talking online. And she said, oh, look, I'm in Iraq. So what's happening in Iraq? Well, I'm there. Then on the live show, it came out that she was actually as a slave. So we had meetings behind the scenes with the Africa Zoom 54 group that we have, in which Linda is in there, Vanna May, Yaz, Emmanuel, Peace Africa Hope, many others who are in there. And others who are just on the watching. We had meetings that discussed what do we do. So we started bringing awareness about the plight of Grace. Grace is Aisha. Her name is Aisha. So we started talking about that. This took quite a few months. And we were raising funds. We were really trying to pull all of it together. And every time we talked on shows, I would do. We have a GoFundMe that's still ongoing now. That has been put in place to help, specifically designed to help raise funds to free African women that are enslaved in Arab countries around the world. It is still ongoing. It's called the Free Africans from Enslavement in Arab countries. It's called. And I'll show you again. I'll put the link on here. And it was through that effort that we were doing that many people many people who are watching the show live decided we are going to do something. And do you know the beauty of why I'm saying what I'm saying now? The beauty of what I'm saying is that none of the people that donated, or myself, or those who have been contributing, who have been raising funds, who have been sharing the broadcast, none of us ever met. We haven't met. I have not met Grace, now Aisha, in person. We were talking. But when we built the confidence among ourselves, then we started having video connections. I was able to see her. She was able to see me. And we kept encouraging her. She was going to give up at many times, several times. Grace, known then as Grace Aisha. Grace was going to give up. She felt, no, I can't, she was so committed to making the change. She wanted to be part of this and change things. And she wanted to give up. But through our collective efforts, we kept encouraging her. And she said, she got strong. And she said, I know I am going to get out of this place. I know it. With your help, no doubt it will happen. We didn't know. None of us knew this was ever going to happen. Linda is here. She can confirm what I'm saying. And as I say it, I get emotional. I mean, I literally get emotional about this because none of us in our wildest dreams thought this was possible. Here we have a young lady, mid-20s, in Iraq, enslaved. She was tricked. She was tricked to go to Iraq, believing that she would be getting, she would get a job. She was tricked into believing that there is a job for her. They said they were working in the hotel. So she got her there, Yes, happy Black History Month to you all, yes. So believing that there was a work there, she got money together. She got her family at home to give her money from Sierra Leone to go to Iraq. On getting to Iraq, guess what? They took her passport away. The usual routine that happens to every single African that goes to Arab world. When you go on and they tell you they've got a job for you in Arab world, you be careful. You be very careful because it is oftentimes there are no jobs there. So please, as you're watching, share this broadcast. You are making this, what we do on this platform, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We are here to empower Africans, to make you know that you have the power to make a positive change, to actually improve the lives of Africans on the African continent, to empower Africans to build a better future for them on the African continent without relying on any colonial to fix their country, to fix their nation, to fix their land, to feed themselves. And this is what we firmly believe in. And that power, that self-belief is what we aim to instill in every single African watching us, to make you believe that everything is possible, that you can make that change. You can be part of the people who are going to build a better Africa, a better future for the coming generation of Africans. And it starts with us trusting ourselves. Like I said, in this journey, we never for 1 minute, not for 1 minute, did we ever think this was possible, that we will actually achieve what we achieved collectively? Believe you me, this is not Bantu Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is one. Bantu Queen is awesome. Please, everybody watching, make sure you follow Bantu Queen, follow Linda Jackson. Let us share. This is great news. This shows us what we can achieve collectively as Africans when we stand together. We started doing this work, believing some way, somehow, we were going to get grace out of enslavement. We didn't know how we were going to do it, but we just had that affirmation among us, inside us, in each and every one of us, that this was going to happen. Yes, together we can do it, like Bantukwi said. This is so important. And I'm stating this because I want us all. There is a power. There is power in us working collectively. None of us, like I'm saying it now, everybody that was part of this process, we have never met before. We have never met face to face in person. We've done this using social media. We've achieved this amazing feat using social media, connecting, talking, having meetings. Now, from the connection on the social media, we now have meetings. We had Zoom meetings where we discussed, we planned, we strategized about how we can do things. And every week or so, we would have a meeting. How is it? How are things going? What have we raised? Now, we have the GoFundMe, like I said. Through those GoFundMe, I would give reports on how much we raised so far, how much we needed. And then getting the feedback from Grace at the time. What is happening? What do you need? And she was giving us information that as we speak, even now as I'm speaking to you, African women are virtually slaves. They are sex slaves. Many African women are sex slaves because once they go on the street, you are not allowed to walk around in Arab countries as an African person with your passport. Your employer holds on to your passport. When they hold on to your passport, if you only have a photocopy, and with that photocopy, the police, if you don't have your passport, the police will arrest you. They will take you to jail. And if you're a woman, they put them into this jail. It's almost like a harem jail. And in that jail, the policemen go in and grape. They go and grape African women, knowing nothing will happen to them. So, and this was and she showed me videos. Grace sent me videos of African women that have been through this ordeal, painful ordeal. And she sent me videos of women that was pushed down the stairs and had her jaw broken. We don't know what's happened to that lady, but we kept trying to push. So we would do broadcasts on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We would do live broadcasts, bring people on, make people aware, and as well as raise awareness about our great man, Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goita General Chani, the Alliance of Sahel States. We raised awareness. We kept pushing. We kept saying, and myself, Bantu Queen, Queen Vanna, Linda, we would talk to Grace behind the scenes via WhatsApp, giving her motivation, encouraging her to stay positive. And particularly, Vanna was always calling. We have to raise funds. When we're doing shows, she would come on, and Linda, the same thing, raise funds, donate. This was all a collective effort. The point I'm trying to make here is that what we achieved here would not have been possible without our collective effort. And that points the way to what we need to do in Africa. No man is an island. No man is an island. No man. There is work for us to do, and I am so pleased. I am so pleased. You don't know how. I couldn't believe it. Because you see, for about I've done the work. We've been doing the work to quite a large extent. We raised the funds. We raised about, I think, £1,030 thereabout. I think we raised, and we sent the funds to Aisha, and to Grace. Now, when we sent it to her, the money got to her hand. Again, because she hasn't got her passport, she couldn't go to the to the airline to buy her ticket. And also, if she wanted to buy online, she still had to leave her passport. They needed to see the original. So she couldn't do it. So they said that she should give the money to a woman that will help arrange it. But anyway, she will tell you all of this. There was a long ordeal. In the midway through all of this, I fell ill. I've got a chronic back problem right now. So for about 2 months now, since about December, I've been away from all of this. I had to attend and let my back sort that out. So I've got some, there are some plans in place that I need to do as kind of an operation on my back to try and help relieve that, so I can focus on what we're doing here. So about 2 months now, for about 6 weeks to 8 weeks, I've not been communicating with anybody. I had to just focus on my health, try and recover, because the pain is, but anyway, so when I'm on the mend now, but I need to still do something long term to prevent this pain from recurring like this. But anyway, we'll talk. I've spoken to some people, and that is under control at the minute. And I'm hoping that will give you better news about myself. But enough about me. Going back to her. So in the meantime, I lost touch with what was going on, because as at the time I left, I had to stop. The money was in the hands of the lady that was going to get her ticket. But then there was some trick that the lady was trying to play with the money. So I stepped away. And this is what I mean, that we need a collective effort. And because I wasn't able to push on, somebody else took on. Bantu Queen, Vanna May, great women. They were persistent. They never gave up. But anyway, that story will be told in full detail. Hopefully next week by Grace. Her real name is Aisha. She is going to be on here. I am so proud of all we achieved. We did this collectively. Please do not say this is a job done by Citizen AY. No, this is a job done by every single one of us. We all contributed with our effort, with our time, with our money, with donations, with raising awareness. This is a collective effort. And the point I'm trying to make is this. As Africans, it is time for us to start believing in our collective community, to restore faith, to restore pride, to restore trust into our community. And to restore trust, we have to build trust among ourselves. The funds that were raised, every single penny was accounted for, and the money went straight to Grace. And this is what we need to do. Like you said, together we can do it. Together we can. There is nothing we can't achieve when we work together. I will come on TikTok and talk about this. I need to go and do a few things shortly. That's why I wasn't. I came on earlier on TikTok, but it just wouldn't. You couldn't hear me speak. There was some. I had to go and check some things. It's working fine now, but I know it will take me a long time to set that up and everything else. So I thought, in the meantime, those of you on YouTube, you can take this news and run with it. Please don't forget, as you're watching, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. We really do need this kind of great information to reach as far and wide as possible. There is a lot of people that need to hear this good news, to share the great news, that we collectively work together and we freed Aisha. The funds we raised ultimately was used in getting her out of Iraq. So that is one person that we helped. None of us have ever met in person. We've done this via social media. That is the power of our unity. That is the power of our unity. Let us continue this work. I want to thank everybody that's watching. Those of you watching now, if you are watching this, please do share. Help make this a lasting change, because there are more people. As I speak to you, there are thousands of women in Iraq, in Iran, in Yemen, in Lebanon, in Syria, in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, Africans working as slaves. Aisha told me today that 2 days ago, she was on a call and people were trying to raise funds for a woman in Saudi Arabia. And when they got her out of Saudi Arabia, she was in wheelchair. When she left for Saudi Arabia, she walked on her own 2 feet. When she was gonna go out, she was in a wheelchair. That is the damage they have done to her. And this is what we need to be aware of. So it is time for us to join in this struggle and call for the unequivocal commitment of every single African nation to making sure that no African man or woman is ever enslaved anywhere else around the world. We are committed to that. And the testament to what we're saying is that we've achieved this success collectively using social media. We used social media to achieve this amazing feat that none of us thought was possible. When we started on this journey, the only person that I can say was always saying is doable was Vanna May. She's great, and I've spoken to her briefly today. I'm going to speak to Linda as well. I've spoken to Bantu Queen. I'm going to speak to others as well. She kept saying, we can do this. We have to get out of there. We have to get out. They kept saying that. And now it is achieved. So next week, I'm going to give you, I'll come back next week. We'll bring her onto Zoom and on YouTube, and you will hear Aisha. Now, if she chooses to be on screen with her face fine, we will do that. If she wants to remain behind the screen, we might show a picture and then we'll bring her and you will hear. But we are here to tell you this is great news. I took a picture with her during the live when I did a video call with her. I took a picture with her. So this is not hearsay. This is, you are hearing it from me directly to tell you that we did it. We did this collectively. And I am so thankful for all of you for believing in us collectively. Because those of you that everybody that joined in, that contributed, had the belief in has this we have the strength of character to know that collectively as Africans is the only way we can achieve the total freedom that we all seek. And this has been exemplified by what we're doing now. So I thank you all so very much. I wanted to come and share that news with you that Grace at the time, now she's Aisha, is out of the hellhole of the enslavement that she was in Iraq. She is a free woman. She is happy. She is back on the African soil, a free woman. And I asked her, how did it feel like to be free? She said, "Oh, I wanted to bust out crying. I was so happy to know that I don't have to. I'm free. I'm no longer a slave." You know, she said, "I can't even put it into words." Those are the words that she said. You know, so please, I want us to have. We need to really reassure ourselves that with us all working together, there is nothing we can't achieve. All working together, there is nothing that we can't achieve. Impossible is nothing in the face of our commitment, collective commitment to our total freedom as a group of people. We have suffered for too long on the African continent. Now we have the way. We have great leading lights like Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goïta, General Chani. They are showing us how we can build a better Africa. I mean, just look at the amazing things that Ibrahim Traore is achieving. Just look at it. He is building single-handedly. He's restoring the pride in what it means to be African for the Burkinabe people and by extension, the whole of Africa. Every time, when he was at the inauguration of the President Mahatma in Ghana, he got the loudest applause. Ibrahim Traore got the loudest applause. You know why he got it? Because Africans, he stood for something that we've been yearning for so long. In the days of Thomas Sankara, in the days of Muammar Gaddafi, in the days of Jomo Kenyatta, in the days of Kwame Nkrumah, in the days of many great men that the West managed to silence. Well, no more. We're not accepting that anymore. So we are standing for that, and we are saying this amazing achievement that we did. Like I said, I keep saying it. Please bear this in mind. Not one of us have ever met in person. Yet, we raise funds to free a young lady. And like I said, you will see her on this show next week. You will see her and you will hear her on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. As you're watching this, if this resonates with you, please do share this broadcast. Share, subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, share to your friends. The reason why must you share? You may be asking. The reason why you must share is because we want to show us Africans what we can achieve when we come together. We demonstrated our unity of purpose in achieving the single aim of freeing Grace. And we achieved it. We committed to that, and we achieved it collectively. Now imagine all of us in Africa committing together to free Africa. Nothing will stop us. There are 1.3 billion Africans right now, or maybe 1.4. Imagine if we have the same, we did that for Aisha, and we achieved that. Imagine if all 1.4 billion Africans begin to unite, focus on our goal of making sure Africa is free, and we got free trade, and we have our own security, and we support Ibrahim Traore, we support Assimi Goïta, we support General Chani. Imagine if we did that. Africa will be Africa is already on the way to an oasis, but we need commitment, our unity of purpose. And we achieved that and demonstrated that today. And I wanted to just state that because it is so important. Like I said, it is so important. The work that we did today, that in freeing her, wow. I mean, like I said, we raised over £1,000 collectively among ourselves. People that people came onto my show, and for the first time, they donated because of what we were talking about, and they heard Aisha speak, and they were moved by her plight. They donated. We all donated. I donated. Mavana, Bantu, many. We donated and put the funds, and together, suddenly, bang, the money was there. So this is something that I cannot thank you all enough. I cannot thank you all enough for what you've done here. and the enormity of what has been achieved now is unquantifiable. I can't even quantify it. It is so. I'm in awe of what we have achieved just from having conversations and having. You know what I really love about this? We trusted one another. We built trust in each other. Here's the funds to help this young lady. We are putting it in your hands to do. And I want to thank each and every one of you that placed your trust in me, in our community, in our collective that worked on this. I want to thank you. And I'm so glad that none of us ever even had a thought for 1 second of betraying that trust. We need to build trust in our communities as Africans collectively. And that is what I really wanted to state. Let me see. So I'm just trying to bring this to your attention. It's such great news. I wish I could tell you. I mean, I want to give you more information about the particular situation, but I don't want to interfere too much because I want you to hear it from. I want you to hear it from Aisha herself, to hear directly from her what she went through and her point of view. And also there are other people that I'm going to try and contact that donated. People gave 500, 600, 700 pounds to help. And I thank them all. Everybody that donated from an Iraqi man donated money. Yes, it's on the donated money. And many Africans, the rest were donated by Africans. And I want to thank everybody. This is wow. I am so in awe of what has been achieved here collectively. It's not just about myself. It's not just about those who donated. It's about our community. And what message are we sending out? The message we are sending out that the Africans are ready to work together to build that trust among ourselves, because it is through building that trust that we will truly become free and truly have a free Africa. And that is what we are working towards. So everything that we are trying to achieve is symbolized by what we achieved in this singular case of trying to help Aisha. And we achieved that through our commitment to the ultimate goal of freeing her. Now, since we've done that with Aisha, we can also do that with many other. There are thousands of African women around Africa, in Arab world right now that need to be freed. Not only in Arab world, there are some who are working as sex slaves in Europe. There are, but let us start off obviously with with those ones who are obviously. I mean, there are some women that can disappear and no consequence. Those who made them disappear will suffer no consequences. The police can do whatever they want to do. The ordinary citizens of Arab countries can do whatever they want to do to an African because they've held onto their passport. There are cases where women have been thrown off the balconies. I've seen videos. I've seen videos of it. So there is a lot of work for us all to do, is what I'm saying. And it is of immense importance that we continue this work. Next week, I can't give you exact time. I spoke to her. I'm going to speak to her over the weekend, and I will organize a time. Once I bring the time, I will put it on YouTube. You will see it on TikTok. You will see it on Facebook. And that time, I would like us all to tune in. Now, for you, what I would like you to do, most of all right now, is to share this broadcast. Subscribe to, number one, make sure you subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Subscribe to us, hit notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. And once you share that, because what we need to do is we are trying to create a movement of Africans that are building trust in each other to build a better Africa, to support the work of the great men like Ibrahim Traore, who is doing amazing feat. Do you know the other day he brought in equipment all through Ghana, and there's videos of it where they were bringing equipment for road development, for farming, for all manner of development in Burkina Faso. His focus is to making sure that his people benefit from the resources. This is amazing. This is incredible. This is the kind of inspirational leaders that we must support. So, without question, this platform, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, we 100% support Ibrahim Traore. We support Assimi Goita. We support General Chiani. We support the Alliance of Sahel States because they are committed to seeing a better Africa, not only for their own people. The Alliance of Sahel States has the ultimate goal of having the whole of Africa, providing our own security, feeding ourselves, being in control of our lives, producing what we need. They build cars. Itawa cars is built and done, designed and built and processed and put together, manufactured in Burkina Faso right now. That is the kind of development that we are focused on this platform. That is why we are relentless in always putting forward and always supporting the great work of Ibrahim Traore, the great work of Assimi Goita, the great work of General Chiani, of Assimi Goita, of Mali, General Chiani of Niger, and of course, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. We support them 100%. So please, as you're watching this, do me a favor, do share the broadcast. Like I said, it's great news. We raised the funds. We raise the funds. The collectives who are working together tirelessly, we raise the funds to free Aisha. And not only did we raise the funds, she is back home. She is back on African soil. She is a free woman. All thanks to our collective effort. So I thank you all, every single one watching. So sorry, a call came in. So those of you watching, I thank you all so much, and you are part of this success story. You are part of this success story. The fact that you are watching this, you means that you are keen to make a change. You want to be part of something that's actually going to be a movement, an unstoppable movement that will see the rise of Africa, that will see that we finally have infrastructure that we rightly deserve, using our resources in Africa to build a better Africa for all Africans, first and foremost. So I thank you all. From the bottom of my heart, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, and all of those you who have been tirelessly working behind the scenes to make sure that I got home, got free, got out of enslavement in Iraq. I thank you all. I am so grateful, and let us continue. When there's more in achieving this, it shows us that there is much more work that we can do, and now we have the confidence to achieve it because we've done this now. And like I said, keep remembering, every single one of us that donated, not one of us has met. Not one of us has met in person. And yet, look at what we achieved. Look at what we achieved. We achieved something that is amazing. A feat that many people have thought, and you see, we are bucking that we are exposing the lie that Africans are not trustworthy. Among ourselves, we put the funds together. We work tirelessly from Germany, others from Germany, others in Kenya, others in UK, others in America, worked tirelessly, making sure that we were giving information, we are supporting this young lady. And there are other women, as I speak to you now, there are other women who are arrested without their passports across Arab countries, and they are used as sex slaves. We must be willing to put a stop to that. Now we've achieved this great success now. We can use this as a platform, as a foundation. And next week you will hear Aisha talk about this. And she's also, not only is she happy to be back home, she wants to now join in this struggle, raise awareness back home. The first thing she said to me, when I spoke to her, she said, look, what I want other people who have managed to escape is to not become hypocritical and just be quiet. We need to share this information about what is happening in Arab countries, all women. So she's trying to see, we're trying to work with her, and that's why I'm saying when we bring her on, please support her, follow her on TikTok, because she has her own platform, and you will see it. Once I will announce that, I would implore you, if you're a woman, you must support Aisha on our platform as well. Because this is a collective effort. It's not about one person. This is about us achieving collectively. And I want us all to continue. This is just the beginning. And this is an amazing achievement that we achieved collectively. And I am so thankful for each and every one of you, everybody that donated. I am so in awe. I am so grateful. I am so thankful that we were able to do this, collectively. I mean, it is such, I don't even have, when we started, we had no idea that this was even possible. We had no idea that this was going to be achieved, but we were committed. One thing that we were clear about was that we were absolutely committed to making sure that we would free this young lady. That was our focus, to make sure we will put everything we can together to free this young woman. Rightly so. And guess what? We've achieved it. We've done that together, and now we are celebrating this. I mean, like I said, for the past week or so, I've been trying to contact and trying to find out. I had problem with my phone, because and my health issue, I'm still dealing with that. So I wasn't really 100%. But do you know what when I spoke to Aisha, it gave me such a massive psychological lift, and others as well. And that's the thing. You see, when we help each other, when we build trust in each other, it gives us the capacity, that collective belief and the lift psychologically to make us carry on, to make us achieve more collectively, to reach the goal of total freedom for Africa, absolute security, freedom of movement for Africa. I'll give you an example. Ibrahim Traore has made it illegal. They now have a policy in Burkina Faso. No foreigner is allowed to own any land, any property. They can only lease, unless they are part of a country, nations of free movement, like Alliance of Sahel States. If you're not a member of that, if you're a foreigner, you are not allowed to own any land in Burkina Faso. This is what we need across the whole of Africa. This is nothing to do. Can you see now we are talking about achieving total freedom for Africa? And it's linked to the freedom of African women. So, in closing, I just want to say, wow, I need to get going. Yes. Thank you very much. So I'm going to stop now. Thank you so much for listening. You've been listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I want to thank Bantu Queen, Linda, Peace Africa. Peace Africa. Wow, Peace Africa, my brother. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Peace Africa. Thank you very much. Yes. And others. I want to thank every single member of the Africa 54, Africa Zoom 54, for your commitment to what we've been doing. This is part of what we've been saying. Alongside returning Africans back home from enslavement, freeing them and getting them back home, we are also talking about ensuring that Africans know their rights in their local language, something that Peace Africa is very, very committed to. And this is something that we continue to advocate for. So there's a lot of work to do, but this is just the beginning. So I want to thank you all. It is such a pleasure to have you all, be part of this. And I wanted to share that good news. So we are going to just I'll be wrapping up here. Linda, thank you also. And Bantu Queen, and let me see everybody who was Forever Together. Thank you so much. Pursuit, thank you. Repost 005, thank you. Everybody who will be watching or who will watch later on, I thank you all. We are truly grateful. Thank you for your for showing us what we can achieve collectively, and we've achieved that. And next week you will get more. We'll get further updates about Aisha, and she will be speaking on this platform, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. She will join us live. In the meantime, what you can do for us: subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. The more you share it, the more you reach it more people. We want to share this good news. Let this good news go around so that it can trigger others to do exactly what we've done to free millions of Africans. Imagine if we all did this. If we all start doing this, there will be no African left in another country enslaved, because everybody will be back home enjoying in our enormous resources. Africa is the richest continent in the entire world, bar none. And it is time we start benefiting from those resources. I make no apology. Africa is the richest continent in the entire world. The whole world knows this except us. Now we need to start sharing that knowledge in our local language. So it is of immense importance. So it is so important that we continue. So you're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to play out a little bit with some of my song, How Long Will I Go to Suffer? You can download that and get it on TikTok, and on YouTube as well, on Spotify and Spotify and iTunes. It's called How Long Will I Go to Suffer? So here we go. So thank you so much. It's Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So we will come back again. How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long will I go to suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long will I go to suffer? Balana your land, yo. Middle Balana your land, yo. Hausalana your land, yo. Biafra lana your land, yo. No be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria. Ow. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure. Please do share this broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up. You are, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Our Battletron. Thank you once again. Together, we achieved this great feat. Thank you. There's more to come. Join this platform. Let us play our part. You have every opportunity to join us as well. Be part of this great success story. Let us build a great Africa together. Thank you very much. Our Battletron. Thank you, and bye for now.